Alright, we are back with more Shining Song Starnova. JP the 3rd, VNsNow.com. Let's see where our adventure takes us today. I'm actually trying to make the music a little bit louder. I don't want it too loud, but I want it just loud enough. Anyway, the next couple of days went as smoothly as they could go. With the rapidly approaching debut live, the girls began to take practices more seriously. I do like that touch. I actually went ahead a few sentences and then scrolled back. Let's ignore my mistake there. And the words kind of darken if you've already read them. That is a nice touch. On top of that, I managed to work up some other developments. Looks like you've got your first job, a photo shoot. Alright, good going, P-Kun. A photo shoot, huh? So, what kind of shoot are we talking about? And for what magazine? Listen to this. We have 7 full color pages dedicated all to us. How about that, huh? What's the catch? The magazine's weekends are. The theme will be a shoot at an indoor pool. Oh, weekends are. Isn't that a cheap gossip rag? Yeah, there's always a catch. I should have known. So we're just going to be the fat material of the week, huh? In the end, that's all we're good for. Oi, it's not like it's a full-on nudie mag. Besides, they also include a shout-out for our debut live, too. It's a great chance, considering we're total unknowns at this point. We've got to start somewhere. Producer San's got a point. Besides, swimsuits are par for the course for idols, aren't they? Such a chance is exactly right. Besides, we're pros, aren't we? Starnova, we treat every job offer as either making or breaking us, no matter how irrelevant. Well, I guess it couldn't be helped. I hope I can fit into the swimsuits alright. That is not something you should be bragging about. Pheromone overdose. On top of that, it's time we ramped up the promotional work for our upcoming debut. We're going to start handing out flyers in front of Shinjuku and Akiba twice a week from now until the live. Well, that sounds expected. You guys will split up into 2 teams to handle the distribution. Team 1 will be Shimazaki, Yamamoto, and Watanabe. Team 2 will be Kashiwagi, Tanabe, Akimoto, and Hashimoto. The photo shoot will be on the 24th, while the flyer distribution will be every Tuesday and Thursday. It feels like things are finally starting up. Of course, this is the beginning of Kashiwagi Aki's resurgence. You guys better not mess this up. Okay. Looks like we've got to do this. What she said. And so, the girls of Starnova began their Leaflet Distribution campaign. As told by producer-san, we split into 2 groups and spread the word about our debut live in earnest. Come rain, sleet, or cold, we stood by our stations, diligently performing our duties. Why is it suddenly so windy? Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be interesting to watch. This is merely the Night Lord's will. Fly, wind, spread our dark propaganda to the 4 corners of the world. Yeah. That's simply littering. Idiot, don't let the flyers get away. Really, dude? This is probably why you shouldn't do this in gym clothes in the middle of winter. What a time for snow. Isn't it spring yet? I thought we were done with the snow. My, but isn't the sight of falling snow so peaceful? I name this trust by disdain. Crap. It's insulation. Okay, I didn't think it'd actually be literal. Rain! The flowers are getting ruined. Japan is starting to sound a lot like my home state. Man, this is literally stuff that happened to us all in a month period a couple of years ago. Oh my Night Lord, why do you continue to test us so with these elemental curses? Shut up, Chuni-chan, and cover up the boxes, quick! Hey, come back here, you runts! Why is this happening? Do the idol gods have something against us? Hey, here, kitty. I have some tuna for you. Really? So hot. As if. Why is there a random heat wave in the middle of February? That's an excellent question, kid. Looks like the writers are a bunch of dumb foreigners who don't know how the Japanese climate works. Shh! Don't lean on the fourth wall. Ah, Aki-chan, why are you saying such strange things? Anyways, various trials and circumstances happened while we handed out the flyers, but in the end we persevered. And before we knew it, the day of our photo shoot was nearly upon us. Credit where it's due. The month is going by fast. I arrived at where Team B was passing out flyers at Shinjuku Station.
Yahoo!
Come to our live, Oni-chan. Wait, you're P-kun. Yeah, what do you know? Working hard? Well, we've managed to give away about 60% of our stock so far. Although, I spotted a nearby trash receptacle filled with our flyers. It simply cannot be helped. Well, even I've absentmindedly flown flyers that get stuffed into my hand into the trash. I guess it doesn't mean anything, even if most people do seem to be throwing them away. Man, despite her words, I can feel the bitter anxiety eating away at Aki's chest. Don't worry, if even just 5% of the people who receive the flyers show up, we'll have drawn 500 additional people. Anyway, that's enough work for today. The photo shoot's tomorrow. Make sure you don't overexert yourselves. Okay. I loaded the box containing the remaining flyers onto a hand truck. You girls can go ahead back home. I'll take the flyers back to the office. Just as I lowered the handle, the wheel of the hand truck burst. Looks like the dolly's playing out of commission. Don't worry, I'll help P-kun take the box back to the office. Will the two of you be alright? Sometimes all muscles. It shouldn't be a problem, huh? Precisely right. You don't have to be happy about it. Natsuki flexed her biceps, demonstrating her body strength. As her producer, I instinctively put her arms back down, lest she ruin her feminine appearance in public. Her feminine appeal in public. I think we're already too late for that. Alright, but I'll take the box. Now I can carry the dolly back. Just don't get winded, dude. After saying our goodbyes, the group scattered. After getting off the train, the two of us walked to the office. Hey, P-kun, so I have some questions. Sure, what about? This photo shoot thing. What exactly are we gonna do in it? Yeah? Well, basically you girls are gonna wear swimsuits and pose for photos, which will appear in a magazine. Yeah, so we're gonna be promoting swimsuits or something? Not quite. More like you're gonna be promoting yourselves. Oh, P-kun, that don't make one lick of sense. If we ain't gonna be selling those swimsuits, then where's the cash gonna be at? Listen up, when that time reads the mag and sees the swimsuit, she's gonna want to buy it. But if we ain't promoting nothing, it's all just gonna be for a waste. Well, it appeared that Natan had fundamentally mistaken about what an idol photo shoot entailed. Think of it this way. You're going to be the thing that people buy. That's the wrong way to put it. Now that really don't make a lick of sense. Natan's her own person. Nobody ain't gonna buy a piece of this from a mag. No. Not literally. I mean, there'll be photographs of you posing nicely inside the magazine. People would want to see that and pay money to buy the magazine. So, that's what you're playing at. I see, P-kun. So she thought she was doing a photo shoot for a swimsuit advertisement all this time? Yes, sometimes idols will appear in magazines promoting other products such as swimwear. However, the purpose of this shoot is simply to build up your appeal. I see. So it's all about sex appeal. So it's all about the sex appeal, huh? The sex appeal. How can Natan not see the obvious? Sex appeal is what will bring the dosh. You don't think you're sexy? Yeah. Yeah, you could kind of see that one coming from a mile away. Hey, P-kun, speaking as a dude, what do you suppose is Natan's appeal? Eh? Well, sorry to confess, but Natan don't know too much about this idol business. But you're my producer, aren't you? Can't you, give some pointers? I see. Nathan did have a point. It was my role as... It'll be fixed in post. It was my role as producer to coach the girls to make themselves more appealing to the opposite sex. This was merely a part of my job. In general, men's bodies are visually composed of straight lines. Perhaps as a result, we find the soft curves of a woman's body to be the most mysterious and correspondingly the most attractive. Further, women's upper bodies generally lack the muscle mass of males, further accentuating the fascination we hold for the female physique. In general, the areas of the body in which the two sexes are the most different are the places where men pay the most attention. I'm not really following. Basically, guys just like the boobs and ass. I appreciate that line. I appreciate that build up and payoff for that line. Figures. But Nathan's only so-so in those departments. You suppose it'll be alright? When men are presented with a group of women, it's the variety of different body types which offers the primary interest. So I do not have any particular concerns regarding your suitability for the photo shoot. I still don't really know what parts of Nathan are good or something. Hey Piku, you suppose you could help me practice for the shoot? Nathan's kinda lost on this whole idol thing. Sure, that's what I'm here for. Alright, I knew I could count on Piku. We arrived at the office. I put the box of flyers down for further use next week while Nathan went into the break room. Alright, I'm ready. Let me know when you want some pointers. Yeah, just a moment. Wait, it sounded like she was changing in there. Do I have to break out, do I have to break out the sensor bar again? The sensor candle will be ready. I guess she was getting serious and doing a full dress rehearsal for tomorrow. Alright, I better do my best for Nathan's sake too.
Yahoo!
Oh, Christ. Oh, well, that's gonna have to get fixed in post. Oh, jeez. I give... Oh, well, let's keep going. I'm ready for you, Piku. Suddenly, Nathan and only Nathan burst from the break room in her full glory. I froze like a deer, blinded by Nathan's two chest highlights. Shit! I shut my eyes and turned around, irrationally terrified of the sudden burst of female sexuality before me. What are you doing? Oh, Pikun, you said you'd find which parts of Nathan had the most appeal. You moron, I don't need to see you naked for that. Go back into the break room and get dressed. Yeah, but what's the problem? You're my producer, ain't you? Just like how my doctor looks me over and finds what's wrong, aren't you gonna look at me and find which parts are the best? This girl seriously had the wrong idea about everything. No, I assure you this is not anything like a doctor's visit. Yeah, I thought producers looked at their talents naked all the time. You know, to make sure everything's alright down to the very last detail. Woman, who told you this? Just where did she pick up this dubious understanding of the idol industry? We're not that kind of shady we're not that kind of shady agency. Anyways, you're gonna catch a cold. Get dressed. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I finally managed to calm back down when Nathan re-emerged from the break room, her remaining modesty safely protected under a layer of clothes. This chick. I'm back. I sought an expiration. Listen here. An idol's most valuable asset is her purity. You can't just walk around naked like it's nothing. Yeah, I don't really think it's a problem for Pecan to see Nathan this way. After all, he's the one who's going to be promoting my sex appeal. I couldn't tell whether this girl had too much purity or too little. We're going to work together to corner this idol business, you and Le. Nathan nudged my gut with her elbow, as if we were now accomplices to a crime. Well, the way you made the idol industry sound so far, that's not too far off the mark. Anyways, if you can't look at my body, how are we going to practice for tomorrow's shoot? I assure you, I saw enough to already know that you'll have no difficulties. Not bad, Pikun. Anyways, please be more cautious, Tanabe-san. You probably picked up this misunderstanding from some shady magazine or an internet message board. It's true that there are predatory agencies which treat talent unfairly, and even a few that are merely fronts for organized crime. People like that target the gullible. Girls like you who aren't familiar with the city and who do not have an immediate network of family and friends are the most vulnerable. This isn't the countryside anymore. Be on your guard. There's no need to get all serious. I don't know. Anyways, I figured there wasn't much to fear from Pikun. Oi. Anyways, don't worry. No need to focus on the negativity. Somehow, I'm really tired now. I look at the time. It's already 8 o'clock. I think I'll go home for today. Okay. Just as I was about to turn around and leave, Nathan grabbed the back of my shirt. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit tired. Nathan can sense it. Something's troubling Pikun, isn't it? This girl. Was she serious? Could she really sense the apprehension bubbling in my gut? There was a coming storm. One day I would be forced to choose between the girls who I had grown close to, or Starnova, my idol project. Impossible. She was just an idiot from the countryside. This was undoubtedly just more of her nonsense. Idiot. Nothing's troubling me. Really? Yeah. Now time to release my shirt. With that, the two of us left the office for the night. Not really helping your image there, dude. Alright. The day of Starnova's first photoshoot arrived. I'm sure this will go swimmingly. Even though it was just a swimsuit service piece printed on the page of a gossip rag, this was merely our first step to becoming Japan's next pop sensation. Indeed, even today's biggest idol producers began from nothing. The work to emerge from obscurity was merely a series of battles fought on the pages of smutty magazines, leaflet distribution campaigns, and guerrilla lives performed in dark alleyways. The wealth and bliss of stardom wasn't just going to waft from the heavens onto your lap unless you were willing to march waist deep in the mud, mosquitoes buzzing around, the sweat pouring down your face. Or so I thought to myself as we faced our latest predicament. It's pool. It's that pool. What's wrong with the pool? Am I missing something here? The dubious water of nighttime legends. To think that this one would actually bathe in its mythical waters. To think our initiation would begin here. How bold of Producer-san. What's up? What's the big deal about this pool? Maria marched up to me, ready to grab me by the scruff of my tie. What's the meaning of this? You said this wasn't a nudie mag. Well, the Weekend Czar, while playfully risque, certainly does not print anything requiring the use of mosaics. Of course, our deal with them is swimsuits only. It's just like Gravure. Grave. Oh, wait, I know what that. Oh, Christ. It took a minute, but the word finally clicked. That's all it is. Then why the hell are we at that pool? That pool has a multitude of clientele, and it is a prime stop for budget photo shoots throughout all 4 seasons. Listen, this is all just then the cheerful voice of a young man interjected. Oh dear. This isn't getting better. Oh lord. Just when I think this game is going on the right tracks, it careens somewhere into the side of a cliff. Mountain. Well, it careens off a cliff into a mountain. Yo, how are you folks doing? A pleasure to work with you. I'm Shining Productions yes, pleasure. I'm Kodama from TGXI. I'll be managing the shoot today. Julie whispered to Maria. TGXI? Is not the Weekend Czar? Maria whispered back. A lot of smut magazines are actually all owned by a single parent company. And who knows what else this TGXI has its tentacles wrapped around. Kodama turned his attention to the girls. Oh my goodness. Well, hello, Well, hello, my kittens. Out of years of Japanese conditioning, the girls responded in unison. We look forward to working with you. Well, well, they're a bit older than the usual idle stock, aren't they, Producer-san? Well, that only makes them even more experienced. Right. Alright, my kittens, chop chop, get those bottoms moving. We gotta wrap this up in 3 hours. Everyone, please change into your swimsuits. Let's work hard together and make the shoot a success. Oh, this is gonna go down in the flames. Oh, lordy. The girls whispered amongst themselves as they changed. Why is the shoot being held here? As indoor pools go, this place certainly is an iconic location. You suppose it'll be alright? I mean, they fucking there, you know? Ah! My Southern Christian upbringing has a lot to say about this scene. I think that's going to be the title of this video. JP's Southern Christian upbringing rears its other ugly head. In fact, the room is where they shoot all the skits before they start banging, isn't it? Like, dude, you had to know! You had to know! Oh ho, it seems like Julie's quite intimate with this place. It was just a bit of research on the net. What? Don't look at me like I've been here before. I bet producer-son's laughing in the pool room right now, along with that sleazeball from TGXI. Ho ho ho, what made Fukuzawa-san rain from the skies while the girls humiliate themselves? Ah, producer-san, these girls are so desperate. They're willing to do anything. It's only a matter of time until they're begging to be in our nudie mags too. You fool, what if the girls hear you? You mustn't give away our grand plan so soon. True, producer-san. Yeah. That's probably what the two of them are saying right now. Shameful. I had no idea. You. Obviously you haven't been doing your homework. That pool is merely a rite of passage for anyone who wants to be an idol. Besides, it's not like they only shoot AVs in there. They also do regular graver? I still don't know how to pronounce that. Somebody give me a pronunciation guide. And television shows. It's just a cheap set reserved by entertainment companies looking to save a buck. Aki-chan is correct. We must use this opportunity to promote Starnova if we are to grow as idols. Natan doesn't really know what's going on, so what's so crazy about this pool? Ah, don't tell me. Was someone murdered in there? Here? That was close enough. That's not it, you dork. Julie can show you footage of this pool's past usage once this is over. Why is everyone treating me like the expert? It's because Julie Chan's obviously the top bitch of Starnova. Oh, shut up, you. Shut your brat trap. Whatever. Just don't come crying to me when this all goes south. Hey, Sasa-chan, are you alright? She is not alright. But to be fair, I'm not alright, so I can't expect her to be alright. I haven't said a word ever since we got here. Ah, sorry. Sasami spoke absent-mindedly. You see? Just look at how shocked Sasa-chan is to be here. As expected, Sasa-chan is the moral compass of Starnova, eh? Don't be scared by Maria's words. It's just going to be regular swimsuit photo op. Just treat the pool as nothing more than a backdrop, okay? I guess Aki-chan's right. Huh? So? Why aren't you getting changed? Sasami blinked, then suddenly came upon the realization that everyone else was already in their swimsuits. Ah, strange. When did everyone else? Are you really alright? Is something wrong? Sorry everyone, go on ahead. I'll need to use the washroom. Before anyone could respond, Sasami turned around and rushed into the hallway. What's come over her? Could it be stage fright? Well, I guess since we're taking individual shots, we can distract the TGXI guy while Sasa-chan calms down. Aki, see what you can do with Sasa-chan while we go get producer-san. Alright. The 5 girls entered the pool. Huh? Weren't there 7 of you when this started? I saw Maria motion for me. I leaned into her shoulder as she informed me of the situation. Something's wrong with Sasa-chan. For now, Aki's trying to figure out what's happening. We'll have to do the photo shoot without them for now. Sami, what could be the matter? Oh, only a million things, I'm sure. Could it be? Alright, I understand the situation. I turned to Kadama and spoke to him in the most apologetic tone I could muster. It appears one of our girls is momentarily unwell. Just a little anemia. She'll be alright after sitting down for a few minutes, though. For now, let's get the shoot started with the other girls. I see. Well, as long as she'll be ready by the time we're done with the others, it shouldn't be a problem. Well then, let's get started, shall we? Sasami sat hunched over the toilet, sweat pouring down her face. Her heart pounded in her throat, sending the deafening beat of war drums pulsating through her burning ears. She stared on in panic as drops of perspiration dripped down her chin onto the floor, slowly forming a puddle. Jesus. Yeah. How embarrassing. She had already expelled the contents of her stomach into the toilet. She gripped her belly as her insides coiled. Aki knocked on the other side of the door. Sasa-chan, are you in there? Are you alright? You left in a hurry there. Sasami took a deep breath and tried to speak as normally as possible. Yeah, don't worry. I just had to suddenly use the washroom. Yeah, I see. Well, happens to all of us. Mika posed in front of the pool with an awkward smile. Like this, Black Knight? This is just a bit... Hashimoto-san, there's no need to be nervous. A natural smile will do. Natural? But what is natural to the followers of the light? A night dweller such as myself has no knowledge of such matters. Mika's eyes spun in panic as Kadama snapped shots of every nook and cranny of her body. It was obvious that Mika had no prior experience with cameramen buzzing around her exposed body. No shit! That should have been obvious 3 chapters ago. Kadama flew in close to her bust and put the lens mere centimeters from her breast. Ah! I guess she already beat me to the punch. Mika instinctively wrapped her arms around her chest and spun around, mistaking camera lens for groping hands. Producer-san. Mika. I'm sorry. Mika's face flushed as tears began to line her confused eyes. I rubbed my head and calmed myself. This was Mika's first photo shoot. I couldn't expect professional quality yet. My apologies. She's still the most junior member of our agency. Well, no need to worry, Producer-san. Then let's do like this. Kadama led Mika into the pool and had her bend under until her ass was pointed outwards, her crotch just barely above the water. Now, look this way. Thank you for not having a event graphic for this. I do appreciate it. Kadama put his finger into the pool and splashed the water his direction, as if calling school to fish. Mika gulped down her tears and put on a brave face as Kadama snapped photos mostly fixated on her butt. Oh, nice shot. The girl's ass is always smiling. Wow. Sami gripped her stomach as a man's voice bellowed in her head. What are you doing? Your career depends on this shoot. Can't you see you're just dragging your teammates down? Her spun as she heard the disgusted voice of girls she once believed to be her friends. Look, it's Goody Two-Shoes who's too good to take some photos with us. Good going, Princess. That was our only chance to show our worth to middle management. You blew it all for the rest of us. You weren't the only one getting photographed like that, you know. Suddenly, she fell into total vertigo as a pair of masculine hands gripped onto her shoulders. You're going to do this. This is your only chance. The other girls are already on board. Okay, what on earth has this chick been in? Her heart nearly burst from her chest while those male hands tore her button-down shirt open. All of the strength of her body drained. She had lived in a sheltered home her entire life, completely oblivious to the violence that men could inflict on her. She had no idea that men's arms were so powerful. Okay, what exactly are we getting into? Stop it. I paced the floor of the pool as Aki and Sasami still failed to show up. We were finished with her shoot. As soon as the camera stopped clicking, her well-rehearsed smile vanished from her face. Oi, producer, I'm not liking this. Maria could already sense that Kadama was getting increasingly antsy. Hey, producer-san, I hate to be a downer, but shouldn't the other girls be back by now? You said 7 girls on the phone. The company went through quite a lot of hoops to get you a page for each girl. It would be a shame if things don't go as don't go to plan. It will only be a matter of time now. Why is that asshole in the suit from Golden Cast theme music playing right now? Man, if he did something to Sasami, I will personally reach through the screen and punch him in the face. It will only be a matter of time now. My, is it Nema's turn now? Nema prodded Kadama on the shoulder, her massive asses nearly spilling out of her swimsuit. That is a good distraction. Good job, Nemu. Kadama's eyes widened as the bounty before him instantly vaporized his concerns. Oh ho, aren't you a thing? Let's get shooting. Nice save, Nemu. With Kadama's attention diverted, I leaned to Maria. I'm getting worried about Sasa-chan. Can you handle things here? I'm going to check on what's going on with Aki-chan. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I turned and left for the exit when I heard Kadama's voice. Hey, Nemu-chan, do you think you can take your top off? Yes? Oi, what are you? I spun around and marched back to poolside. Of course, we wouldn't print anything so lurid, but it would be such a waste just to pass up Nemu-chan. But it would be such a waste to just pass up Nemu-chan's stunners by. How about just holding them in your hands? Nemu-chan, you're totally fine with that, aren't you? Akimoto-san, you don't have to agree if you don't have to agree if you're not comfortable with the idea. The understanding was just a simple photo shoot involving swimsuits. Of course, this is merely a suggestion to make the perfect image. Very well, I understand. Sensor bar, stand by. Are you sure? This isn't really a requirement. Yes, I am glad to assist the team in however manner I can. Alright. I stood by just in case to ensure that Kadama kept his end of the bargain and refrained from secretly snapping any untoward photos as Nema removed the top of her swimsuit. The top strap floated provocatively in front of Nema as she smiled innocently with her palms against her breast. Dude, you better break that camera, otherwise that's gonna come back to haunt you. Kadama's camera clicked in rapid fire. Oh great. Wonderful. Nema-chan, you're just wonderful. Sasami grasped for air, her chest heaving. Her entire body was drenched with sweat. Okay, yeah, we're gonna kill that bastard. No, stop it. Excuse me. No, stop it. But her voice was merely a futile whisper against the man's overwhelming bellows. This is what you must do. This is what it means to be an idol. Her world spun as she heard her shirt tear off. He gripped her shoulders against the wall and tore off her skirt. Well, okay. Now we know what happened, at least. Someone. Her body pressed against the wall. She retreated as far as she could go, her heels digging against the base of the wall. Finally, with nowhere else to run, her consciousness retreated as far as it could from the terror, into a dark corner of her brain. For a moment, she saw herself, naked down to her underwear, being pressed against the wall by a middle-aged man crazed by greed. So this was what happened. This was what made me want to give everything up. I wonder if I should just stop. The words echoed in her head. This is what it means to be an idol. They repeated, forever etched in her mind. Suddenly. Dude! You! What the hell are you doing? A young man she had never seen before. Before anyone could react, he delivered a devastating uppercut to Sasami, the parent assailant, sending him crashing to the floor. Yeah! The young man panted in disbelief at what he had just done. Suddenly, he was surrounded by staff members and restrained. You bastard! How dare you! The angry middle-aged executive wiped the blood dripping from his nose. I'll have you fired for this. You'll never work at Golden Calf ever again, you hear? A man without the gall to push lazy talents to their jobs has no place in the idol industry. One of the executive assistants passed him a handkerchief. The executive pulled himself up and wiped the blood from his face. He turned around to the various staff members and the talent gathered for the photo shoot. This is what happens to those who don't do their jobs here. Take him away. The young man hung his head as staff members escorted him away. Sasami trembled on the floor as the executive sneered at her. Bah, useless. Bring me a replacement for her. This one's no good. Damn, okay, let's just take a moment and breathe here. A lot has happened in this chapter. I think we all kind of need to calm down there. Well, now that we fully got the backstory, of all the things that I imagined, that was on the list, but it was the least expected on the list, I'll be honest. Actually, that was good. And I'll just go ahead and say this now, because it looks like they're doing it right now. The fear I've had the entire time, and I mentioned this in either part 1 or 2, is that you can't have a story like this and be indulgent of the material. This is a game that can't have fan service, basically. And that was the way it seemed to be going there in the beginning. It seems firmly now that they're stepping away from that. And even though the art still kind of leans to it just because it's a visual novel and there is very little way you can unsexualize the art that's being used or desexualize. There's a word for that. It does seem like they're taking this seriously. And just from what we've seen so far, it has been effective. Wow. This kid's been through a lot. Like, yeah, of everybody in the group, definitely I can kind of see why she was found the way she was found in part 1. Just, yeah. But hey, at least the producer's not the sleazebag we thought he was. I mean, yeah, he's got his moments of moral ambiguity, but for the most part, clearly he's a stand-up guy. So, yeah. Did not expect this coming from the same people who brought us freaking Sunrider, I'll tell you that. Leave a like and a subscription if you're, well, just leave a like. I can't say if you're enjoying the video so far because, that was heavy. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the series as a whole, though. Do check out the links provided. And yeah, we will see. We can't push her into doing this. Like, he knows, right? I mean, he can't. I mean, I understand. Well, we'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens next time.